Okay, part 2. I'm really hoping that this thing is working right now because that app wasn't good. So I'm back. Let's see if I got anyone watching this. This should be live. This should be okay. I don't know how many people is watching or not. Okay, seems like people are gravitating here. Touched Volta. Okay, sorry guys. This was just it was a mess. Now at least I can see I lost most of the. Hey guys, I lost the messages that I was reading. There's no way for me to read those. So sorry guys. My coffee is cold. How is that? It's good. I'm gonna wait a little bit more. How old is Kenan? Kenan Scott is Kenan is 41. He's 41. Okay, let's see. Ricardo, como é que é? Tudo bem? Deixa eu ver, mandaste-me uma mensagem, desculpa. See, check my phone. No, I didn't. Nada, vamos ver. Okay, let's see. When will you have the WHEELADDICT face mask? Okay, so I'm gonna show you something really quick, but then I'm gonna need to put this video off because this is it. But I can show you more. That is it. Okay, let's get back to those messages. Will you drop a WHEELADDICT shirt with the same artwork as the face mask? Yes, we were talking about making something as the face mask, but like in a pocket. Maybe like an all-white shirt, just with a pocket with that. You can check the artwork on wheeladdict.shop. That is it. Sorry, I lost most of the questions that I had from the other side. So I'm going to go here. When will you going to have the full review of the endless frames? Okay, so I want to have the review done soon, but I want to be able to go and skate different places, which I haven't really been able to. I've been skating, like I said, in the previous videos that I was doing that just died. I actually did a lot of flat ground skating, but I want to take them to a couple of different places. I want to go like downstairs, and I want to do a bit more of a complete urban skating session, if that makes sense. It's not just one, because I'm actually trying to test the 3 frames, the 84s, the 90s, and the 100s. And then I also need to test them with the 3 big wheels. And I've been enjoying them so much with the 4 wheels that I still didn't skate them with 3 wheels, which might seem weird, but it's exactly what's happening. So with that being said, it's going to take, I would say, maybe like a week more. I can try to do it earlier, but we'll see. Boaventura Pina. Olá, campeão. Olá, tudo bem? Luis de Munoz, I want masks. That look good. Luis is, for you guys that don't know, basically, I started this membership thing with YouTube's that some people can just be members of the channel. Basically, they get access to different things. They get access to some of the stuff with discount, like the merch with discount. They get access to different content that I usually don't like. This type of Q&As, I do them more often. With the members, I do them quite often. I try to do them as much as I can, but like 2-3 times a week, I try to do these. And one of the tiers that I have as a member, there is one that is very basic. There is a €1 one. You get access to all these. Then there's a €5 one that gives you 40% discount on merch. I think that is it. Maybe I'm saying anything wrong. I don't think I am. And then there is another one, which is the online lessons. And Luis is my student right now. So Luis started skating not a long time ago. Maybe he wants to say a little bit more about himself. Maybe Luis, if you want to say anything in the comments, go ahead and do it. Ooh, that would be so awesome. I'll buy them. Yeah, they will come. They will come. When are you going to teach your daughter how to skate? Which age is a good age to start? My daughter is 4 and got her first pair of skates, but she's just too scared. Okay, so my daughter, the biggest problem that I have with my daughter for skating is she loves the scooters so much. It's not a problem. She loves it, and that's what it is. But my daughter she has skates since she's 6 months old. So she was born in June. And in that same year, in Christmas, I built her a pair of skates. So it's somewhere back in the channel. I made a pair of skates for my daughter. And then since then, when she started walking, I started trying to put skates, but it was too early. So what I do nowadays is she has some skates that she loves the color. This is the most important thing for kids at that age. And I put them in a place that she really sees them often. And every now and then when she sees mom and daddy on skates, she says, I want my skates too. And that's what we do. But at the moment, what she does, and she's not even 3, we put the carpet and she walks on the carpet with the skates. But the skates are still heavy. So somehow for her, that's the biggest problem that I see. And they are light skates, but they're still too heavy for her. So she likes to hold on our hips and go behind us or something like that. But just walking on the carpet, that is mainly it. So can you recommend good 110 millimeter wheels for free skating? There's a lot. Depends on what you want. I usually say the best wheels, some of the best wheels on the market are the undercover wheels, and they are. So you also have the rollerblade hydrogen that are amazing. From what I know, there's other speed skating brands making 110 wheels. If that's what you want is speed, those wheels are all good. And the undercovers and the hydrogen, they also have a good slide. Then there's a lot of other brands. We have like the microflow wheels. I like the design of it, obviously, because I somehow had some influence on it, but they're a little bit more on the grippy side. So if you want a wheel that you have a good grip, you have those wheels. But those are also similar to other wheels on the market, like the K2 and all that. So there's a lot of, I would say, as long as they are SH, SHR, which is super high rebound wheels, they should be fast enough. But obviously, the more you pay, usually the better the wheels are. It's not always like that with everything, but the wheels usually, that's what it is. Okay, let me see. I'm trying not to lose anything here. So if I lose something, please, you guys go back and make the same question again. I'm trying to be with you guys. Hey, Ricardo, you a key reason why I just order a used pair of power slide case and get into skating. Awesome, Alexander. You're gonna love them. I used to love the Kaze. The Kaze they're cool skates. They feel a bit snug, especially if you order in your size. But other than that, I like them. I wouldn't use them with 125s though. I would use them with a lower frame. But other than that, really cool. Yeah, okay. Someone else is saying go to undercover. Anything specific? Well, what you should know about wheels is that the color of the urethane is usually more in a white, milky way. So the last additives they need to put to give the wheel some color, the stronger the wheel is. But it's not always like that. Or what I mean by that is like, as an example, I do love how the black wheels feel from some brands, and I don't like other wheels in black. As an example, I do love UCs in black. I feel that they have the good sliding, they're fast enough, but usually colored wheels will not last as long as white wheels. That is it. Camilo Andres, the man, the legend. Quero patinar contigo otra vez. I want to skate with you too. Again, we're going to be skating like once this whole thing is over, I'm sure we're going to be skating again. What goals do you have for your internet career in the next year? Man, I don't know if I have an internet career. I don't know, man. I try to keep doing my thing. I try to learn, and I don't know if this even makes sense to all of you. I try to not follow. I do follow what every other skate channel that I can do, but I try to not be influenced by them to make my own content. I try to be always on the look for what's new, and I try to be a little bit more progressive, and I try to come with new ideas. What's going to happen with that? I don't know. As long as I keep I can keep doing what I love to do, which is this, I will do it. What's going to happen, I don't really know. I can tell you that it's been growing, and it's been growing a lot. And that's good. That's something that I'm actually proud of, but I don't really know what's going to happen. Luis, I recommend so much you guys should take advantage of this opportunity. Thank you, Luis. I hope it's working out for you. I hope your body's feeling a bit better now. Huh? I'm looking to skate. What skates would you recommend, please? Please tell me what type of skating you want to do. I don't want this to sound confusing to you, but there's so many different types of skating. There's like the skating in the city, and then you can skate in the city and want to do jumps or just to cruise or just to exercise. There's also the ones that want to grind down rails and the ones that want to trick without grinding down rails, just going downstairs. And then there's the ones that want to play hockey, some of them with the ice skates, some of them with the inline skates, some of them with the roller skates. So tell me, be a little bit more specific. I'll give you a couple of good options if that makes sense to you. What type of skates would you recommend for us who have wide fit? Again, I guess I'm going to tell you the exact same. If you're looking for an aggressive skate, there's a couple of there's a couple of models. If you're looking for a free skate, there's also a couple of models. Please let me know a little bit more, and I can give you a little bit of my opinion if that makes sense. Hey Ricardo, what to say? Thank you for inspiring me to skate again. I'm 38. My friend and I skate. Weed is 41. Love your YouTube channel. Thank you. Click for Queen. Oh, I think I lost a couple of messages. I just went all the way. What do you think of the power slide Kaze? I do like them. I told you before. Wait. I gotta wait more. I'm too tall to start skating. I'm 6 foot and 6 inches. What? There's no such thing as too tall to start skating. If you tell me that you're 6 feet and 6 inches, and if you have a foot this size, I would tell you it's going to be a bit harder, but that's not impossible for sure. Man, if you bend your knees, you're as low as anyone else. But there's no such thing as being too tall to skate. You're gonna need, even if you have small feet, you can use a longer wheelbase, like a longer frame. So there's always things that you can do that will increase your feeling on skates. Now, I need to read this one. Kamil Chura, any plans to do reworked MT Plus frame mounting, or maybe even making a further upgrade premium versions with the aluminum mounting blocks? I mean, also 484's frames version, please. Camille is this guy. If you guys are reading this, go back on the comments and check Camille. Camille is probably, in a good way, the biggest geek that I know when it comes to skating. And I'm not saying this in a negative way. Is the one person, he knows about micro. I've been talking with him every now and then, and he actually sent me an email, which I saw the email, and I'm sorry, I've been like all over the place, Camille. But yes, on the next skate there is a different mounting system on the new MT. It's not called MT Plus, it's a different one, but it's still not what you are saying. It's still not the full aluminum plate. There's a possibility for that to happen in the future, but we first need to see how the numbers go with the MT3. Obviously, that scale will be a bit more expensive because of all the changes that need to be done to the mold. Luis Munoz, you have an opportunity to chat live with Lino, and he will guide you. Thank you. What a better teacher can you ask? Lino, I'm looking forward for this weekend's call. Awesome. So basically, Luis, like I said before, we're doing these online classes, and what we did was, at first, he sent me a couple of videos where he was showing me where he is. I gave him a few pointers for him to get to a certain level. And now we're going to be doing this online lesson where I'm on one side with skates, he's on the other side with skates, and I can show him some examples of what he needs to do or how we can change something in his skating. So hopefully it's all gonna go well for the two of us. I'm teaching my sister sister-in-law out to inline skate. She's making great progress so far. What tips or suggestions would you give someone brand new into inlining, into skating, I would say inline? If she's really starting it, again, it depends on her age, it depends on a lot of different things. But what I always say is that try to get a surface, at least at first, just for them to feel stability with this. And yes, it's not the exact same as skating, but if someone walks on grass, walks on the carpet, they can at least feel how the skates feel, if it's inline skates. Then when it comes to rolling, what I do is I always teach people how to stand up, how to sit. I teach them how to fall first, just in case that happens, so that somehow in their head they already deal with that situation. And then I teach them how the skates work. If you point the toes out, they tend to roll forward. If you point your heels out, they tend to roll backwards. I try to give them a couple of examples while being in the same place, standing in the same place. So I want people to understand how the skates work before they really start skating. So there's a couple of different things that you can do. Again, it depends on where she is, age, all that. Okay, Matt, Lino, do you have any insight when the Derek Anderson Pro will be available for pre-order? Maybe you got any backdoor source of information. I can try to know that. Maybe send me a DM on Instagram. I can try to know. It was supposed to be out already, but with the whole situation that is happening right now, I know that a lot of the factories had to stop. But from what I know, everything is at the moment full on. It's been over 1.5 months that the factories are full on, 100%. That's what I've been told, at least with the micro production skates. And most of these companies are producing in Asia, so that should be the exact same. But I can try to know a little bit more. Hi, everyone. Next to Alexander Pochner, do you have any plans to get to Germany in the next year? Well, I usually go to Germany quite often, even if it's for ISPO or the Nuremberg Toy Fair, or even my friend Basti that lives there. I usually go to Germany quite often, or even the Berlin Marathon, but we don't know what's happening this year, so I can't really say if I'm going. I would love to go to the Berlin Marathon, to ISPO, to Toy Fair. There's a couple of different things that I would like to go again. We just don't know when these things are going to be all open again. Mark Gerber, I inline skate for about 2 weeks. I got AN60s and some Ryan liner, very comfy, like a snowboard boot. I hope I get good soon. And don't think about getting good, Mark. I always say the same. I'm pretty sure if you're watching this, you know exactly what I'm saying. If you just enjoy it every single time, you'll get good. Sooner or later, just don't put yourself under that pressure. I want to be good. I want to impress this. All that stuff will come. Feel comfortable on the skates, have fun, and the rest will come. Oh my God, I love watching you and Jenny skating. Now you need a new intro with a second baby. Yes, we're trying to do that, but the guy that made that animation is actually, he is a big deal when it comes to animations. He worked with big brands. He lives in the UK, and he's been super busy. We've been trying to get that new animation done soon. So we'll see what we can do. Hopefully soon. 4 wheels or 3 wheels? That's different nowadays. I would even say 4 wheels or 3 long small wheels or 3 short tall wheels. That changed a lot for me in the past. I used to be the biggest fan of short tall frames, and with time I've been getting more and more used to a longer low frame. And I'm not going to say it's better or worse. It's just that you go through phases in skating like you go through everything in life. And for me nowadays, I enjoy the 3 wheels more as a cruising skate for speed, lighter on my feet, more stable, and not as maneuverable as a short, tall one. Because being tall, it's also not as stable. So I've been enjoying, I would say, the endless frames I've been skating, they're long. Even before that, I was skating with the 490s from Adapt. They were feeling good. Even with the 80s, it's, again, I go through phase. I wouldn't say any of them is better. It really depends on what you want to do, on the surface that you're going to be rolling. It all depends on what you're gonna do. What is the proper way to remove bearings without what? Sorry, I couldn't read the rest. They have street and aggressive setup. Okay. I'm loving the Razor's Cosmo as my first pair of inline skates. I think what Luis did, again, Luis is my student. What Luis did as buying the Razor's Cosmo was a good option for someone that doesn't really know what they want to do. If they want to go for aggressive skating or for just skating in the city, the Razor's Cosmo are a very good option because in 2 seconds, it takes a bit more, of course, if you need to take all the screws. But if you skate them without the screws, as some people do, in 5 seconds maybe, you can just change the whole sole plate and frame, going from an aggressive skate to an urban skate. Yes, the boot doesn't feel exactly like a regular urban skate. And when you skate it as an aggressive skate, you should use the screws. But still, it's very simple. So it's a very good option. Leah. Hello, Lino. Hello, Leah. Blader Nation, Ricardo. Was that you in the background skateboarding with Chris Farmer? Fell filming on trip. He was going for an alley-oop top porn. Really high ledge. No, it wasn't me. I didn't really skate. I've seen Farmer skate a couple of times in real life, but I was never with him while he was street skating. And I really wish it was me because I love his skating. White fit guy, I'm mostly looking for a tri skate for cruising and exercise. Okay, white fit. I know that the rollerblade RB80s have a quite wide feet. They're good for wide feet people. So maybe try the 3-wheel drive, the 3WD rollerblade 80s. They should be a good option for you. Let me see what else we got here. Trying to read them all, but it's hard. It's getting. I'm starting to lose track a little bit for that. Okay, so I got Sylvia T. I've seen on your YouTube that for 50 euros support, you can do online skating lessons. How does it work? Hey, Sylvia, I just spoke about that. There is Luis here on the chat. He is also watching this live. He is doing those classes with me. It's limited to 4 people. I won't be able to have more than 4 people. But I'm going to ask you if it's possible, send me a message, a DM on Instagram, or maybe even Luis can tell you a little bit more about it. But I'm happy to have you if you want to do it. But I'll talk a little bit more about it maybe later, maybe on private. It's just because here I'm trying to go through all these, okay? James Ray, I have power slide imperial skates and I'm feeling some pressure points. What suggestions do you have to eliminate those? Okay, so these happen a lot more when you skate with a taller frame. I love the imperial skates. I've seen this happen with some people. With some people, all they needed to do was to use a different insole with a more pronounced arc, and that made a difference already for them. You could change the liners. Obviously, there will be an investment, or you can use a taller frame, a not as tall frame. That usually works quite well. But that's mainly it. Even if you speak with Power Slide, that's what they're going to tell you. Yeah. So please try that. I know that you can also do some changes on the liner with a like with a hair dryer. You can put a piece of wood just creating pressure on the part that you have the pressure point. Or if you live close to a place where they have ski boots, maybe if you go there, usually on ski boots they do that quite often. They change the way the boots feel, the plastic, by using like heat. So I hope any of these work. Where's Min? Min is in Barcelona, man. I miss that guy. Best big wheel skater in my opinion by far. What frame size would you recommend for tall persons? I'm 190 and a size 46 skates. You know what? I would love to tell you go with a 4x100, but I do love the 4x90s. Again, with these endless frames that I've been doing the review, I actually look at those frames as a progression. And I said this before, I think it would be amazing if the owner, Brad, if he makes something that people could buy it as a bundle, that they could buy the 3 frames and use it from 80 with 84, 90, and 100. Because they all feel different, they all have advantages, but going straight to the 100 for a lot of people, it might be a bit too long. But if you do the right progression, the 100s will feel great. So it's hard to tell you that's the best or that's the worst. I do like at the moment the 90s the most. And I think it's the one selling the most too. I got, okay, Camille, no worries. I know how busy, how business works. Don't feel sorry for email. Now, Camille, I would love my days to have like just 4 more hours instead of 24, just 28. 28 would be amazing. I'm actually at the moment trying to get someone to edit my videos, which I think I got someone already. He's a friend of mine, he's Portuguese, and someone that I can trust with the videos. That might happen because at the moment I don't really have that much time to do more. Uh, Nicholas Uffen. I got my OG K2 varsity out of the basement. Somehow I preferred free skating over the years, but I want to start skating again. What tips for beginners and what to build nice box rail grids from the EU? I'm in the EU too. Okay, Nicholas. Um, if should be a rail or a box, it depends. Some people feel more confident on one of those boxes with the rails up. I actually like a rail. I think a rail is very easy to put on a garage. Even if you want to take it somewhere, it's easy. One of those P rails. And especially if you make a P rail with a PVC pipe, even if you fall, it doesn't hurt that bad. And for a lot of tricks, I actually like the rail more than the box because of the way that your body can go. But that might be me. But the K2 Varsity, a lot of people love them. The white soles seem to make a lot of tricks easy. Okay. Keep up the good work from Roynell Watson. Thank you. What's up from Singapore? Adam Farid. I think that's it. SG, it's Singapore, right? Cipolle Gaspare from Italy. Ciao. I think that's how you say it. Adam Farid. I feel like you would definitely need at least 273, which is maybe 490. Yeah, I agree with that. Maybe a 4 times 80 for you would be too small, and then you would feel not confident enough. The same is not just with your foot size, but if you're too tall. So, uh, David Steinbridge, hey Lino, the wheel addict helmet here. Yes, David, thank you. Yesterday I was tagged on something. I need to show you. Where's my iPad? I was tagged on something yesterday. Let me show you this. This is actually quite cool. I was happy with that. Thank you. Dun, 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 dun. You guys need to see this. This is, oh, come on, David. Why is it not here? Maybe on the messages. I thought you, here you go. It's not there anymore. E-edit. Okay, it's here. Check this out. That's David's helmet. Saying Will Addict with the same font and everything in front. That was sick. I actually sent him a message, an audio message right away. That was so good. Thank you so much. Let me see what he's asking. What would be a good progression after having a common groove and soul tricks, all switch, higher rails, spins, and alley-oop? I'm in the 5th week of grinding. I mean, I would say if you're in the 5th week of grinding, just try to get all the basics down. Like all the Macchio, like all the soul tricks, Macchio, soul, acid, X with the foot in front, Pornstar, Mizu, Mistral, X with the foot in the back, all of those. If you can, try to learn them with the other foot. It's not everyone that can do them with the other foot, but it's always good. All the front sides, royales, unities, there's a lot. Before starting spinning into it, get all the basics. I think that's the most important. Is there weight limits for skating? Won't lie, I'm chubby and it doesn't bring me a lot of fun. I'm having the Power Slide Kaze 110. I love skating, but sometimes that what people are saying just put me off. It's normal. Like it doesn't matter what you do. Sorry, Sylvia, but it doesn't really matter if you're on skates, on a skate. There will always be people with opinions about everything. In fact, I'm one of those with an opinion, and that's why I'm doing this. But I try to be as positive as I can, and a lot of times there's a lot of people that don't have the same way of doing things as me. So I think the hardest thing in life, but the most important, is to learn how to filter things. You need to learn how to just let things, like, it's, when people say that it goes with this one and goes out, you didn't even stay there. It's kind of like the same, but with your eyes. You read with one or you hear with one. It's just, you need to learn how to filter things. It's super important, because otherwise, oh man, I think I'm losing it. I'm losing it. It's going too low. Sorry, guys. Lino, what can I do about the upper ankle pain on my Power Slide Taos 2019? I would love to tell you I had some problems with the Taos. I think the Taos don't fit every person. They are amazing, but because of the way that they are made, they're not made of the normal carbon, as you know. Like, they don't have those different layers of carbon and then the resins putting it together. They are made with a different process, which is compressed carbon, just like the bikes are done. And that means they're not heat moldable, meaning that they're super, super stiff, super, super light, but not easy to change that position. So I don't really know. I would say maybe the best is to ask Power Slide if they have any suggestion, because I don't think there's a lot that you can do with those. With me, they don't fit me, but I know that everyone that they fit, they love them. Do you know a good shop to buy wheels from Europe? I'm looking for wheels with a good balance between grippiness and slidiness. Any recommendation? Undercover or rollerblade hydrogen? You can check with bladeville.com. Use code Lino and you get a discount. That was a fast one. Boom. Buenas, hermano. Buenas. ¿Cómo estás, Manuel? I'm good. Ryan McCann, have you ever tried the ground control mega frames? I would love to see you do a review. I've never tried the megas. I should actually speak with the guys from Sunshine and try to get a set for a review. A lot of people told me that they feel a little bit like the HD 60s somehow, but I would like to try them. I've never tried them. Chiapolo Gaspare, what do you think about the endless frame? Well, that will be soon. Those Anderson SL look sick. Wonder what liner they will have. Okay, so the Anderson SL would have a liner that they call the Rhine SL 2.5, meaning it's a fusion between the Rhine 2 and the Rhine 3 liner. So I guess that answers what I'm saying. It's basically something very similar to the third one, but with the material from the second. So they feel slim, but the material on the back and even on the inside is a bit different. I guess that's it. What I'm looking, thanks. I'm looking to start something between speed skating and aggressive skating. Wow, that's very different. I think it's called inline skating. What do you recommend? Okay, so Iki Komori. Inline skating for aggressive skating and inline skating for speed skating, they have completely different gear. So usually a speed skate has a low carbon boot and a very long frame, and the aggressive skate is the total opposite. Yes, there's some carbon boots, but still they're not as low and they have a really short frame. So maybe if you just want to start inline skating, as you say, you might want to look into urban skating. Try to look into some skates that allow you to cruise the city. They last long time. They feel comfortable. They should roll fast. And most of them will allow you to change the frames, meaning that if you want to try a longer frame, you can do it. And some of them even will allow you to have some close to aggressive skating feel, but it's never going to be the same. An aggressive skate is a very specific thing. Okay, English nationalist, about to replace the M12s, MK1s with some AN 80s. Reckon these will suit mid 30s. Fat man who skated back in the 90s. Man, I'm sure you're going to have fun with those 80s. Just have in mind that they're going to be a lot faster, but also for grinding, they're not going to be the same. The space is a lot more reduced, but they are fun. They're super solid. They're good skates. I've never skated them. I've skated the 72s, I've skated the 80s, but knowing the Aeon's boot the way that I know and skating with other 80s skates, I know they're going to feel good. Adam Farid, thank you. I'm currently on 480s and I'm considering my options. Okay, he's talking about the frame for himself. We're talking about Spurs. He has a size 46. Inline Island. I hope that you have a tour in other parts of Asia, which I think would have a huge potential for skating, especially Southeast. Have a good one. Yes, I was in Indonesia. I was in Bali like 4 years ago. I would love to get back to that part of the world. Sorry, I might need to go. Sorry, I need to go to the end of this. And you guys, if there's any really important question, please, I'm going to ask you to make it again because I'm losing it a bit. Okay? I'm going to start here. Oh, I got someone from my hometown, from Sin is watching. Iraq. Hello, Ricardo. Are the USD 72 good skates? There's a lot of USD 72 skates. Please let me know the model because there's the USD A and 72s. That might be the ones that you're talking about. And they're super solid boots. So they're very, very good boots. Hey, Ricardo, I'm an older dude now, and I'm just getting back into skating after 9 years. And your videos have been great motivation. I just wanted to say thanks for doing what you do. Keep it up. Thank you, Starhawks. Really means a lot. Hola, Ricardo. I have my old carbon dashi skate. Ooh, held on a ground control 80 millimeters frame or ground control 110 frame. I wouldn't go with big wheels with the old dashi. Yeah, with the old carbon, it's okay, but don't forget that those carbon didn't have a cuff. The cuff was inside the boot. The new carbon skates, they do have a cuff on the outside, and even those, they feel a little bit too low for some of the frames. So I would definitely not go with a 110 with that boot. But that's me. But maybe if you just want to cruise, they should feel okay. But if you want to do a little bit more tricking and if there's some impact in it, don't go 110 without the cuff, especially on that boot. It's a holder boot too, so it might not be the best feeling, at least comparing with some of the other options on the market right now. Ricardo, question about skating technique. Are your shoulders supposed to rotate, swing with your stride? I find myself doing these maybe incorrectly. So something that you should never do is if this leg goes forward, you should never go with the same shoulder the same. Always think, you know that exercise that you do in school as a kid that you touch the opposite knee or you just go like this? It's basically the same. When you skate, if you push with the right leg, meaning that the left leg goes in front, the opposite end goes like that. It's not too much. You shouldn't go too much, but think about it this way. It's going to make a little bit of a difference for you. Ricardo, let me see. Sorry, I lost it again. Spent too much time on that one. Sorry. Very important question. Where should your arms be when you're skating? Much love. Gee, thanks. I think I just told you that. If you're having problems with your arms not knowing, what I a lot of times tell to people, put your arms here so that your whole body moves in a block. And then slowly you're going to start feeling what I was saying. You're going to start bringing your arm here, like if they want to touch the opposite knee, which is in front. Okay? Coolest pink skates for men you can think of asking for a friend. I think the coolest pink skates for a man, if you're talking about urban skates, they might be color-wise, the Imperials. The Imperials are very cool. I had the Power Slide Can, but they were not very strong compared to the Imperials. The Imperials are very cool. They look good and they are like strong. just telling it for your friend. I love them, man. I used to skate the pink skates. Ricardo, how are you? Question about trigger skates versus Razors SL. I want the easiest skates to do tricks on P rails, like triggers. You can torque and backslide well. Love the channel, man. Both of these skates, I keep saying the same. These are like cheating skates. They're just too easy for everything. Now, the SLs, they don't come with a freestyle frame, but the ground control frame and anti-rocker wheels gonna give you that same type of feeling. The trigger come with a freestyle frame, but they both feel super, super easy with backslides and torques. They will allow you to go crazy. Hey, Ricardo, what about the flux? Was the vibrations less than the 90s? The 490s. Okay, he's asking me if there's less vibration on 90s or on 4 times 90s or 3 times 110. Usually, the more wheels, the less vibration, because yes, the bigger wheels should roll smoother, but at the same time, you have more points of impact, so spreading the whole impact through more points. So more wheels will be smoother. So when you roll on 5 wheels on a downhill skate, it feels proper smooth. Oh, I'm losing it again. Damn it. Enjoy your show. Looking for adjustable kid skates, size 4-7, IN, maybe pro. What do you advise? Hey, Matthew, please tell me, are you looking for aggressive skates or urban slalom skates? With Macro, we have one called the Delta Junior, which is like an high-end carbon skate. But if you're looking for aggressive skates, that's not it. Tips for air control after taking a ramp. I always find myself out of balance, doesn't feel right. Igor, what I always say is that think of your body in the air, think of your body as a spring. When you bend your knees, your chest always needs to go forward a little bit. So a lot of times people bend their knees and they open here. So try to close the whole thing a little bit. If you close, you can actually grab your feet. So that's why a lot of people grab their feet. They feel more control in there. For you to grab your feet, don't grab it here. It's not the 90s anymore. To grab your feet, bring your knees to your chest, and you will feel that your feet are right on your side. So that should be easy. That should help you. Thank you, Ricardo. Keep doing and inspiring us all. Thank you, Alex. Adrian, dude, this is going crazy. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to do this. I think next time I'm going to need to start doing that that super chat thing when someone pays the questions showed up on like here, because it's hard. Sorry, I'm trying to answer everyone. I thought the answer was arms down. No. You don't skate like that. Can you imagine skating like that? It would be very weird. You would look very weird if you put your arms down. Some people put their arms in the back, but that's again for the same reason, so that your whole body moves as a block. Enjoying listening from Blade Live. What? What's up, Greg? How you doing, man? Greg, you know what? I was actually using your yellow shirt today right before this. And then I thought, yeah, come on, let me just put my shirt. And then Rui sent me this one, so that is it. But I use your stuff a lot. Blade Live, let me check. Greg, just let us know the website so that more people know exactly what we're talking about. I skate rollerblade twister in pink at the moment. Okay, that's not a full pink skate. It has some pink details. The one skate that I was saying, it's full on pink, a full on pink boot. Do you have some inline skating stickers or any clue where to get them? I do have them, some. I'm gonna send some stickers with the masks if someone is wondering. Oh my god, I lost it again. Sorry, guys. Good day. 2 questions. First, where can I find that shirt? And second, do you have any advice for skating with recurring injuries like runners, knee brace recommendations, exercise? Yes. I would say the knee brace, I would only use it in an extreme case, because obviously those things, it's like if you get used to it, you won't be able to skate without it. So I would say start with, when it comes to gear, try to use a lower frame. So something that is more stable. Maybe use also a more stable skate, like a taller boot, that might help you a little bit too. And I would do some gym exercise, like some stability for your knee. You can do some type of like unilateral exercise. There's there's a lot of, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of stuff like that on the internet. I might try to help you if you need help. Send me a DM on Instagram. I can try to find some exercises. I can't promise you that I'm going to get it right away. As for the shirt, that was the previous video that I was trying to do. Go on Instagram, you will find rolling_under_influence. That's this guy, Rui. He just sent it to me from Luxembourg, and he also sent me the bag, which is very cool. And he also sent me this bag. And talking about stickers, he also sent me these stickers. So that is it. Keep on going. Thank you for being a great example for the inline community. May God continue to bless you and your loved ones. Stay awesome. Thank you, Isaac Lopez. Power Slide Evo 3x100 with the 255. I love them. Those are good skates. I like the Evo. Is it the Trinity version? Should be. I don't know. What? No way. I just got Giles just is a new member. Thank you, Giles. Now you're able to use this. Check this one. You are now able to use these things. Any of these? Can you see it? Let me try to do. Oh my God. I just tried to write it there. I think it worked. I'm not sure. Sorry, guys. Trying to do this stuff at the same time. It didn't really work. So, got a new member. Yes. Thank you, guys. Blade Nation, Ricardo, would you ever start a skate company called Corona Blades because of the coronavirus? Yes, that's all I've been thinking all day long. I actually thought about it, calling it 19, but then maybe 20 because it's actually happening in the 20s. So I'm obviously joking. Any opinions on rollerblade aggressive skates? Well, I would love to try the new ones that they have coming out. It's made on that older boot, that boot that they were using as a skate called the Fusion. And they made this new sole plate. I am not sure if this sole plate was also designed by, I got a new member. If it was also designed by Kyle Sola. I know that Kyle Sola, the guy that helped with the dam skates, worked for a long time in rollerblade as a concept development guy. So I got Death Defiant 09 as a new member. Yeah, I got 2 new members. Thank you guys so much. Okay. So Power Slide Next Pro 110. Like them a lot, but they hurt my ankle bones. It's not the liner, but the boot itself. Can you mold the plastic boot? Remember, you said that in another video. I actually said that in this same video. You can, but you will lose the warranty of the skate. If you live close to a ski shop, a lot of the ski shops will do it for you. They have the real deal machine. I don't really know what it is. You can do it at home. You can use a piece of wood and use a hair dryer and try to do it yourself. But a lot of times you can change that by just changing the insole on your skate, and that will somehow change the position of your foot inside your skate. So there's other things that you can do before going straight to that. Okay. Gilles is a French name, so you should try it on translate to know how to pronounce it. Gilles. Let me see. Gilles. Let me see here on the translate. Translate. I need to know the name. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's see. Sorry. Let's see if we can do this. Gil. Is that it? Jill. It's Jill? I hope it is. So that's what Translate told me, huh? Okay, general. I went down a little bit too much. Okay, for your information, I asked the previous question about knee injuries. I currently have USD AN Lomax with regular and fat boy boots. Well, the 60s are about the lowest you can get, huh? That is about the lowest you can get. If you don't have any knee problems, I would probably be. Please tell me a bit more of what you. I don't want to tell you to do something, and I don't want to tell you to do something that it's not right. I don't want you to get hurt or anything like that. But usually, if you're not good on your knees, you should give it a little bit of a time off at least, and try to work on the stability of that knee. And again, there's a lot of things that can be done to work on the stability, but don't get on skates, because this type of instability on your ankle will also go to your feet. So don't play with your knees. That's all I can say. Okay. General question. Is it possible to invest in a skate company as a shareholder? I think with some of the bigger companies, you might be able to, because if you think about it, the bigger companies are owned by groups, and they might be on the. You can be able to buy some trades. I don't know. I don't really know. You might be able to buy some stock. That's a good question. I don't know a lot about stock. I should be smarter when it comes to that. Huh? You're awesome, but it's not right, man. Come on, please send me an Instagram message with the way to say it, please. Giles, Goods. I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry. Please send me just an audio message on Instagram, and I'll try to play it. And let me know when you send it, okay? Do you need more aggressive inline skate companies, and why there's no Lino wheel company? Well, at the moment, I just said it like a couple of minutes ago. I would love to. I would. Last year, I was even talking about making something like call them acid wheels. I would love it. But the truth is, 24-hour days at the moment without a wheel company, it's not enough for me. I'm slowly starting to delegate some things in what I do, and I still need to learn how to do some things before I get there. I'm learning every day, and I think you guys, as I have you, it makes a huge difference. Oh wow, I got like a $10 chat from Death Defiant. Love what you do, Lino. Got the power slide Evos and can't go back. Can't find Katana Pro 255 frame anywhere. Can you help me? I can pay. Got them pro scarce places and have them. Thanks. Once we finish this, please send me a DM. I'll find you a way to get you some frames, the frames that you want, even if I need to get it at Powerslide or any other shop. So please, thank you so much for the 10 euros donation. It means a lot. Let me keep going. About the wheels, I told you. How much does Razors or USD Pro skaters get for their pro models as a salary? Like, does Montre make enough money just skating? This is okay. So let me be honest here. I do know about most of these things, but at the same time, it's not really something that I can talk. And I hope you guys understand. There was never a NDA or a known disclosure agreement signed with me or anything like that. But it's not something that if they don't say it, I don't want to say it. Okay, but I can tell you that most of them, it's not enough for them to have a life, if you can say that. Especially depending on, let's put it this way. Some of the best places for you to live and get content usually would be California, would be Barcelona, but those are also not the cheapest places. So with what the inline skating companies pay wouldn't be enough. But this is not the fault of the inline skating companies. They pay what they can most of the times. And I'm not also putting it on the inline skaters, but there's a lot more things that can be done as an aggressive skater or as any other type of skater to be making money. I always give a good example for me, which is Nils. I don't know. I have no idea how much Niels get paid by here, or there. But I do know that Niels is actually, in my opinion, the most professional skater. And he might not be making enough money from one company, but in the end, I believe that he can make a little bit more than most of the other skaters because he has a YouTube channel where he's quite active. He works with some shops. He works with a different company just for wheels. He works with a different company just for frames. He has a boot sponsor and a pro boot. So this thing makes Niels, in my opinion, the most professional aggressive skater. That with his amount of skill, of course. Now Montre could have all that and maybe even more. I'm not sure. Like I don't know. But at the moment, at least from what I know, just from one brand shouldn't be enough. I had the owner of a skate shop in Portugal calling me. Fernando, if you're watching this, I'm going to call you later. Sorry, don't get me wrong. uh, let's see. Got me. Hey, Ricardo got me the USD gods. Michel Prado skate. What do you think about good or bad? Whoa, they're amazing, man. They have. I never skated any of the god skates, like either the Frankie or the Michel Prado, but I did skate the the Richie Eisler Carbon Freeze, which was done on the same shell, and I also did skate the Frankie Morales, which had the same top but on a carbon boot. I'm not really sure if they feel the same, but they should feel about the same of these skates. And I used to love them both, either the Frankie Morales carbons or the Richie Eisler Carbon Freeze. They both felt really, really good. So oh, someone said Blader Nation said something about the payment of Takeshi. Takeshi is amazing. I was reading something the other day about Takeshi and Mary, and I'm not even gonna say anything. It's just like they're both amazing skaters that live in different parts of the world, and that is it. They're both some of the best skaters in the world. Let me see. Someone tried to send me something. Someone is trying to make a link to their channel. Okay, hey, Ricardo, I was wondering, what do you know about light up wheels? I've been looking into it myself, but I was curious about thoughts. Luminous, Flying Eagle, Spark, Clad wheels. The Luminous wheels seem to be amazing from what everyone says. With Micro, we have a wheel that is actually made at the same factory, which is called the Micro Flash. I made all I made the graphics for it, so maybe check those ones too. And what I can tell you is that I don't know the quality of the Power Slide wheels at the moment. I think they were upgraded since the first ones. The first ones had a little bit of problems, but nowadays I think they're all very, very good wheels. Now, what you should have in mind is they will not roll as freely as a regular skating wheel, because there's something in the middle, and the pressure in the, like the space in between the bearings, the pressure applied on it, that's what makes the the wheel light up. So it's not going to roll the exact same way, but it doesn't really feel that much slower. Yeah, I think a lot of the Katana versions of the frames are disappearing from stocks, hanging on mine. Even the Evos, I might even have one. I will check here. I don't want to say anything wrong, but I will check it. Defiant. Okay. Kismet or Karma Pro for park skating? I'm partial on Kismets for the aesthetics. Okay, so they're both completely different, Emily. The Kismet, they're like a softer thing, right? The Karma has like a plastic shell. So how can I explain you this? Let me try to explain it this way. Imagine this is hard, which is not. Right? This is the heel of the Kismet. And the heel goes on a solid base. That is it. Okay? See? The heel comes here and then your foot goes from the top. While the Karma is all just like that. It's the whole shell. So the whole plastic shell is a lot stronger, stiffer, more supportive, but not everyone needs it. So, as an example, I do love my Karmas, but I know that not everyone will need that amount of support. So, I guess it will depend a little bit on that. Also, the Karmas should last more than the Kismets. That is it. Micro should start selling more in Europe and shops like Bladeville. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm doing something about it. Next week we'll talk. Yeah, I thought I bought this year's Evos with Nexus frames, but I want 4x80s and the 255. Tell me something. The 255s are 3x125, right? Please confirm it to me, because if that's it, I might have a pair here. You might be in luck. Loose cuffs or tight cuffs? Nice. That's a good one, huh? It depends on the skate. Some skates you have the loose cuffs that don't do anything still, Like, good example. The old Salomon skates, they had the cuffs screwed to the boot, so it wouldn't have the same forward flex. It depends a lot on the skate. Now, if I like to feel the forward flex, in some skates I do, but generally nowadays I prefer to have the skates moving a bit less forward, especially if I'm on a long frame. There's a skate from USD called the USD Sway that, for me, I feel that it has a little bit too extreme of a forward flex. So I like to use that skate with a more solid liner like the Intuition to avoid that. But again, that is me, not the same with everyone. Inline skating as a whole is making a comeback. No point denying that. So aggressive skating should follow. Okay, so we're talking about skating making a comeback. About 5 years ago, the owner of Powerslide, Matthias, told me this. There's a wave right now going on roller skates, quad skates, because of that Mexicana, which was a Disney series with a girl that danced and all that. And he said, if things go the way they should, right after this wave, sooner or later, there will be another wave for inline skating, because I'm not saying one is better than the other, but inline skates are like a progression of the skate compared to a roller skate. It's what came later. There was a lot more technology into it. So things usually go through a progression, and that's the reason why it would happen later. Now, inline skates as a whole are actually coming up right now. Then, obviously, once people are into skating, there will be people that want to play hockey, some people that want the jumps, whatever. Some people want to dance, some people want to do this. And that's when it starts going into segments. Now, if there's a lot of people that will go into aggressive skating, into hockey, into all of whatever we are doing right now, it's going to be fundamental for this to happen. So if we have good examples, if we are pretty active with content online, and basically people feel like some type of support, that can make a huge difference for skating in certain areas to grow more than others. At least to me, this makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense to you guys. I looked into the rollerbladed hydrogen wheels, and they are too expensive for me. They're any more affordable alternative? Yeah, they are more expensive than the normal ones. Please, Alexander, remind me the size of wheels that you're looking for. I can try to give you, I can point you some way. But I do know that, as an example, just let me know the size before I tell you anything. Hey Ricardo, just got endless blading frames today. Did not skate them and can't wait for your review on them. When do you think you'll be able to post it? Some people asked it before. I want to be able to skate them not just flatline before I do the review. Until now, I have only good things to say, but I want to try to find anything that is not as good. There should come a movie about inline skating by a major movie company. I understand what you're saying, Gilles, but at the same time, nowadays movies don't have the exact same impact that they used to. Maybe if there would be a series on Netflix about skating, would be more impactful. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just wrong. Um, there is some info about heat molding my fit liners. What about other liners? Do they support it? Or this is just exclusive for MyFit? No, in fact, this MyFit thing, there's a lot of other products in other industries on the market that you can do it. So what you can do with MyFit, you used to be able to do it with most of the speed skates. Most of the speed skates, you do it mainly just for the carbon. Basically, the resin that put the carbon layers together would heat up and you would be able to mold it. MyFit allows you to do that on their phones. But just like MyFit, there's other companies that will allow you to do that too. As a liner company, at the moment they do it. You can do it with those, and you can also do it with Intuition liners. But Intuition usually I'll tell you to mold them differently by using. I actually made a video about it. They tell you to eat up some rice and then put the rice inside a sock and put the sock inside a skate. It's not as effective as put them in the oven, but they don't tell you to put them in the oven, so it's up to you. They're more expensive. Hey, Ricardo, just to jump on Alexander's question, any affordable alternatives to 90 millimeters? Hyper. There's some Hyper wheels, Hyper Performance G, something like that. The ones with the orange cores. Check on hyperwheels.com or check on Bladeville. Bladeville sell Hyper wheels. If you use code Lino, you'll get a discount. Hopefully, this help you. Hi, Ricardo. I know you don't work with Power Slide anymore, but have you heard anything if they may release longer 4 or 5 wheel swivel natural rockering like the Wizard skates? I've never heard of that. I do know a lot of the stuff that still happens and will happen with Power Slide. I never heard. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. That I just don't know. Ben. Can you give a shout out to my 5-year-old son, Leo? Of course, man. What's up, Leo? Are you watching this? Are you skating? Come on, Leo. Here's the thing. Here's what Leo should be doing. You should put your skates on and watch this with your dad, but with your skates on. I send you some emails. I'll send some emails to Netflix or try to put a petition for inline skating series. I understand that it would be awesome to have like an inline skating series, but it needs to come from. I don't know how the whole process happens, but it might need to come from a whole solid idea. It's not like we tell them, "Hey, we need skate series," and they do it. It might need to come from someone. But maybe you're right. Maybe it's just I don't know. Okay. Do you recommend the toe cutting liners? Do you recommend toe cutting liners that are a size too small? I never did that. I never toe cutted my liners. So I don't know. I don't really know what you can do for that. But I never did that. Sorry. Did you ever find a good boot for the ground control 125 frames? I thought the Razor's Cosmo, the boot is low and flexy. I would say probably the best boot would be the Seba CJ because it has a tall frame. Or this. This should actually be a very good boot for that. If you want to use a 125, this is a very stiff boot. The K2 Uptowns. That should be stiff enough. Is it the most comfortable? Maybe with the 125s, not every boot will feel comfortable because all those torsions, you will feel them hard. Now, let's see what else we got here. Wearing them now with my old shadows, which are okay, but not ideal. Ooh, with shadows, the 125s might feel a little bit too soft. But again, when I made a review of the dupes, I said that one of the most important things on those dupes are the shoes that you are using. So make sure to use the right shoes. With Roses being the most sold inline skate ever, would you say they've given back enough to justify people using them, or would you just say they're? No, man. I think Salomon, I think Roses has been giving a lot to the industry. Like a lot of people usually complain about the skaters not getting paid enough, and I understand where they're coming, because probably the skaters are getting paid less than they did back in the day, but the numbers used to be a lot more. And I think Rosses has been doing a lot for skating. Like, obviously, not selling the same as they used to, that will make a huge difference on the amounts that they have to invest. Now, I'm not saying that they give enough or they don't give enough. I'm just saying that it's probably not the same as they used to. Oh my God, now I got this creepy old pervert. I don't know how to take that thing away. Sorry, guys. Why are micro skates not available in bigger sizes? I can't get the Delta Fs. Please tell me what your size. You said 40. What's the biggest size you said? Amazing. Thanks for the shout out. I hope you enjoyed it, man. Michael Schwirtman. Michael Schwirtman, you should do a Netflix series, The Lino Life. Dude, I don't have time for anything. I wish I had time. Let me see. I love your content. Thanks, Beastly Elemental. Thank you. Thank you, Ricardo. I'm about to get to the end. Okay. Alexander, go on Pro Skaters Place. Gyro wheels 80 millimeters are on sale and they're pretty good. Yeah. When I was at Pro Skaters Place, they had a lot of wheels, and I think they even had the Gyro 90 millimeter wheels. Huh? I don't want to say anything wrong, but I think they did. Lino question from Luis: what kind of stretches should you do before skating? I think I'm pulling an arms muscle when I do 180s. Okay. I don't know if I ever made this video or not, but last year when I hurt my back, I was actually talking about doing certain exercises, but you should do a full body. You should actually do a full body stretch. Not really stretch. That's not you don't want to do stretches before skating just like that. You want to first just move all the joints and all that as much as you can, and then slowly do some stretching. But it's a whole body workout. A lot of times people think it's just on their legs, but it's actually a whole body workout. So Luis, do like a whole body, I can say, warm up, if that makes sense to you. Okay, I think we're getting showing on my new bling. Awesome. Here you go. You get wheels. I don't know why I can't do this. Am I just being... Okay, I don't know why I can't post this. I'm gonna try to post this now. I post them? Yeah, I got bling too. I'm waiting for my aggressive skaters M12 Rosses to start with. They're awesome, and Majestic gloves are good. Okay, guys, I've been doing this for over 2 hours. I basically did like a 1 hour before when I tried to do the test on Instagram, which didn't work, and now I'm doing this here. So I'm gonna stop it. I hope you guys enjoy it. I don't really know when I'm going to finish my next video, but should be soon. Okay? So thank you guys so much. Thank you to my 2 new members. Gilles, please, I need to learn your name. And Defiant, Death Defiant 09. Thank you guys so much. And thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And like I always say, just don't ever forget why we all started skating, and that is because it's fun. Cheers. And now you see my new shirt. Let me try this. Boom.